Shall we begin?
Yes.
Yes. Is there no way to start a podcast without sounding either cringy or just...
Well, seeing as we've never done this before, I don't really know how it's going to go down. I think we should definitely introduce ourselves. How about I introduce you?
To me, to you?
Yeah.
Sort of deal. I'm down. I'm game.
Okay.
Do it.
So,
I'm here.
the person that isn't me is Corey Mill. He is a person. He lives in a place. And he does things.
And that's about as much as I know about you. His name is JJ. He was a showgirl.
You know too much already.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics to those songs. So your name is JJ.
Is that Barry Manilow? It definitely was.
Entirely possible.
Barry Manilow. So
Entirely possible. I only know that one line.
I know Bermuda Triangle. If you ever get the chance, just watch
Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle. Barry
Oh,
Manilow
you've seen the list though. It's going to go down the bottom of the.
No, it's not a film. It's just a music video. Just watch it.
Oh, my mistake then. In
Okay.
which case, I'll look it up.
Okay.
This is JJ, not talking. The person talking after this will be JJ. The other person doing this podcast is JJ Gardner. He is a DJ from Glasgow.
Mm-hmm.
He is 25 years old.
You nailed it.
Nailed it.
I didn't have to mime it.
And he is. We've been talking for about at least 3 months about doing a podcast of some kind.
Yep.
And the two of us managed to find a day where we both weren't doing something, and now we're going to stumble through this first one.
We have no idea what it's going to entail. We don't know what it's called yet.
Let's take the Seinfeld approach.
Yeah.
It's about anything and everything, but mostly nothing.
Mostly not. Yeah, entirely.
Anything and everything, but mostly nothing. No learning, no hugging, none of that. Just
None.
the Seinfeld approach is nothing happens.
Okay. Well, it was a good podcast. It was
That was a
nice talking
pleasure.
to you.
Talk to you next week.
So we should probably talk about how we know each other. First of all, we went to the same school.
We did go to the same school. You were in the year above. Were you 2 years or 1 year above?
1 year above you.
1 year above
Yeah.
me, that's right.
Yeah.
I was in the same year as your sister, but she left to go to Australia.
Yeah,
that
she-
wasn't an Australian accent. That was
G'day.
shocking.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
What was that meant to be? Was that meant to be?
It was meant to be a fancy voice, and then it fell apart when I realised this. It should sound like an Australian accent, but it doesn't.
Right.
And now I'm aware that it doesn't.
Okay.
Okay.
So we went to the same school.
Yep.
We were in a band together at one point.
Yeah. Everyone was in a band in high school.
Yeah, but
Everyone
we
was
were in the school band.
the school
That's
band.
what we were in. We were in the school
We
band.
were cool.
We were not
Not just
cool.
the school band. We were in the school rock band.
Yeah,
man.
they were called the Trilltones.
Oh my God, you
I remember
you
that.
remember that?
Yeah.
I didn't remember that.
I remember how bad the name was, and that for some reason they let me sing.
You could say, well, because you wanted to.
Yeah.
Nobody else wanted to sing.
Yeah, I think
that was
that's-
the problem.
There was no one else. There was lots of people that were better. Just no one wanted to.
Yeah. So you were the best of the bunch,
It ended up with me. That's how that happened,
And
and
we-
I am fine with that.
and we sold out a school show.
We did.
s-
People didn't really have a choice if they were going or not. But you know.
£4 a ticket.
Is that how much it was?
Roughly. I don't think it would have been any more than that because what do you charge people who don't have a job? What do you charge people who earn pocket money for things?
Well, it depends how much your pocket money is. How
No.
much was your pocket money? Did you get pocket money? No, because we get EMA back in the day. Remember?
No, I didn't get email.
Did you not get? Oh man, I was poor enough to get EMA. And you get £30 a week for going to school.
Oh, well, that was more than I got, and I just got pocket. Well, no, I did have a job at that point.
What's your job?
I was a trampoline instructor at the time,
You
which nobody takes seriously when I
were
say
a trampoline, and I didn't know this. Okay,
You didn't know this?
no,
I was a
No.
trampoline instructor for like 2 years.
I bet that
I
had
did-
its ups and downs.
Oh, JJ. No, JJ. I thought we said we were going to put our phone on silent.
Yeah.
So why is your phone on?
I think you'll find that
I'm going to
was,
burst you.
That's the man in the cupboard's phone. He's,
Your phone is behind you.
Is it?
If you don't put it on silent,
You know what? We'll
I'll-
see who it is.
let's. Okay, so this could be good. This could be something entertaining. Was it anyone? Was it someone nearby? Facebook telling you someone's nearby?
It's not. It's
It's really creepy.
my
that
friend
Facebook does
Gary.
that.
Oh, these messages. Right, I'm going to put it on silent now. But what he's saying is that he was drunk last night. What was it?
Congratulations, Gary.
Very, very drunk last night. If you hear this, Gary, I'm more than aware of that because I had to come pick you up at 4 a.m.
I hope you weren't asleep. Like, I hope you didn't get out of bed to go pick up a drunk friend. If you did, you're a better friend than I am.
I definitely didn't.
That's okay then.
My girlfriend Yasmin was ill yesterday,
Oh,
and we fell asleep at 8 o'clock at night. and I got up at 10 at night, and that was me.
It's all right. I just burped.
Yeah, I think I just did.
I think it's just caught the side of that there.
So, you're a trampoline instructor.
Yes, I was a trampolining instructor.
Okay.
For 2 years, I was a Sunday morning. I had a Sunday morning job. It paid, was it £10 an hour? Paid £10
£10 an hour.
£2,010 per hour. I was loaded. In fairness, considering
£8,040 a month. Chloe was making.
no, if I get no, that maths doesn't work.
How?
£2,010 an hour.
And I was taking it as a Sunday per Sunday. It was 2 hours you were doing it.
It was £10 an hour.
How many hours?
It was originally 2, then it went to 3.
Oh, I can't. That's
So it worked out being like £80 to £120 a month, which was
that's a lot when
which
you're
for
young.
for someone when you know.
Right. So when you're young and you've got £100, right? I remember getting my first ever. I had £100, right?
Mm-hmm.
And with my first £100, do you know what me and my little sister bought?
What'd you buy? Did you buy a house, JJ?
Industrial strength walkie-talkies.
That's a solid investment. Did you use them
Oh, we used them, but
once?
we quickly found out that other people used walkie-talkies.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Older people.
They're all in the same frequency band, JJ. They use them for spying on their neighbours.
Yeah. No, like there's older. Oh, no.
JJ!
I can't. My laptop is phoning me. That was my girlfriend. She's still sick, probably.
Edit. You want to put in an edit point?
No, I don't.
Is you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm definitely sure.
Because you, the guy who said, let's turn off our phone.
Did I turn off my phone? Eventually I did. No one said anything about laptops, okay? Anyway, so we found out at a young age that people like that are older than us had walkie-talkies as well, and they used to say really weird things at us.
Well, specifically at you, or they just said them over the walkie-talkies?
Well, when you would go, hi, who's this? They'd be like, this is Dave.
I don't think that was an old person, JJ. I think that was somebody you should avoid.
Yeah, it was definitely someone I should have. It was like, this is Dave. I'm in Asda car park.
Oh, no.
There was things like that.
Oh,
It was really
no.
weird. Yeah, it was really weird.
Oh, that's bad.
I
No.
didn't like Dave. No,
What, did you meet him?
We are still good pen pals. No, I didn't meet him.
From prison. He's a nice guy. He's just misunderstood.
Yeah, yeah. So you're a trampoline. What was your job after a trampoline instructor?
Then I got my first real-ish job working in Primark. That's clothes shop for those who don't know what Primark
we
is.
call it Primark because we're from Glasgow. Everyone else in the planet calls it Primark.
That's because they're wrong.
Because you don't go to primary school.
No, but that's not the point.
Yeah.
It's called Primark.
Oh yeah, it is.
No, I will fight anyone who says it's called Primark.
I know for a fact it's actually called Primark.
No.
Yeah.
How do you know this?
I think I looked up an advert or something like that, and it was
Primark don't advertise.
I'm sure it was something.
Primark don't do adverts.
I looked up something.
Well,
No,
they
I had
don't.
an argument. I think it might have actually been with your girlfriend that I had this argument about, or one of my previous ones. I think I've definitely had this argument.
You lost an argument with a girlfriend that
because it's not like primary school. It's not.
no, but it's
When you put on a bracelet or a coat, what's it called?
Primer.
Not Prima.
But this is a brand name. They can do whatever they. Well, a GIF is spelt GIF.
Yeah, but it's not right, is it?
What's it called? A GIF.
No, it's not.
It's called a GIF.
I know that the guy that created it calls it a GIF.
No, he says you call it GIF, and I'm fighting.
Oh yeah,
him on it.
no, sorry. Yeah, no, I'm getting this the wrong way around. I really wanted to be GIF,
It is GIF.
but he says GIF.
JJ is wherever you want it to be, man.
Okay.
This is a GIF.
So
It's Primark GIF.
going back the way, that's how we know each other.
That's the introduction out of the way. It only took us 10 minutes.
We went to school together, but we kept in contact ever since we left school.
We had a brief period where we didn't really talk much when I was first at college, and we didn't really do much. And then in the last year and a half, we've been hanging out a lot.
Yeah, because we have one true love.
One true love, making stuff.
Making stuff.
We like making things.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter what it is, love, podcast.
Whoa!
Whoa.
I haven't. I was never told about the first part.
You were not aware of it.
That's not something you want to advertise.
That time after bowling. Yeah.
I went home.
Nah. It wasn't the only thing that went down the gutter that night. I tell you that from then.
Oh no, JJ, no.
Something about a dark alley. That wasn't in the bowling.
It was in the bowling, JJ. It was. Please tell me it was in the bowling.
Anywho, we also have a love for bowling.
We recently have discovered a massive love for bowling.
Yeah.
Huge love for bowling. I feel like I was quite quiet up until now
Really?
in comparison to you. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe I wasn't. Maybe
I'm just a loud person.
I don't know. Maybe my ego's letting me down. It's saying, "Man, you're too quiet. You gotta be louder.
Okay.
Be louder."
So we've recently discovered our love for bowling. And we not only have we discovered the love for bowling, we have discovered our love for bowling trick shots.
Well, we're trying to bowl the way the pros bowl.
Yeah.
We've become slight anoraks because we want to be real good at it. And,
Real good. Now,
and we're getting there.
we can do it.
We're now watching videos and stuff of pros doing it.
If you don't know how the pros do it, there's a new technique, guys. There's a new technique.
Let me show you a video on the audio podcast. Let's listen to this guy bowling. Did you hear how he's bowling?
That was all the pins knocked down. I think I done really well.
Yes, I think that was brilliant. I think that was really good.
Thanks. But yeah, there's a new technique and they use both hands.
They use both hands and they use one hand for
Like speed, like for... Yeah, that's actually the same.
it sounds like that.
Wow. I like how you just threw that in there.
Let's try another
What
one.
happens? Right, okay, so
Let me just
for all the sounds that are now coming
just,
through...
Just hold on a sec. There's another one coming. It's the same sound effect. I hate that.
It's the same time. No,
I hate that.
anyway, so...
Do you want to hear 12 hours of bowling alley sounds, JJ? I got 12 hours of bowling alley sounds.
I really do.
Okay, here we go. We're going. The thumbnail is time coded for 8 hours, 49 minutes, 49 seconds. Can we make it to that point in an hour long podcast?
I really hope so.
It's taking a long time to load. You'd think it was 12 hours long or something. Just set in the mood. You're in a bowling alley.
Hey man, do you want to go and get a burger?
You want to go get a burger? You want to go hit some strikes? I can hit some strikes.
I feel...
Okay, it's taking a really long time to
Yeah.
load. We had ambiance there for
I
like,
liked it.
we're back in the bowling alley.
Can you go get Dave? I've got the thing's stuck. It's not coming down.
Hey Toddy, you want a beer? I'm gonna go get a beer, man.
Dave, the thing, the barrier's stuck down. Can you fix it, mate?
I can't get in. I can't.
If you not get the key.
No,
All right. Well,
I'm not bowling into a barrier. You're gonna give me a new lane.
Can we go? Can we just go another lane? Is that all right?
No, it's fully booked.
Wait till you see my new technique, Dave. Wait till you see this. Both hands ready. Wait till you see it now. Either goes one way or another.
Either.
So the whole point of this is, right, when you throw the ball, you throw it and you spin it. But you spin it really hard with one hand. And you try to get it right on the edge of the bowling alley. Like the actual alley. So right where the gutter and the wood is, or like the smooth surface. I don't know if it's wood, if it is actually wood or whatever the hell it is, but the wax surface, right? You need to get it right on the edge.
Are you trying to tell me bowling alley? Are you trying to tell me my bowling alley's fake? It's not real wood.
Dave, calm it, mate. Right? So you get it right in the edge of the gutter and the wax surface. Now, if you get it on the edge, Dave, your crowd's getting rowdy, man. Cheers, Dave. Thanks
They're
for
not allowed to enjoy themselves.
Thanks for taking me back to this wee room so I can explain. So you need to get it right in the edge and you spin it and it goes halfway down the alley and it curls back in and hits in the middle. Now, that's all well and good if you do it properly, right? And it gets right on the edge and it comes back because you're going to get £9 or 10. That's just how it goes. It doesn't really go like £3. You're going to get 9 or 10. But
Is this how the pros describe it? Is this how they say it goes?
if you misjudge this, the tiniest bit is just going straight down the gutter, isn't it, Corey? We've learnt this through experience.
Yeah, Dave.
You are Dave.
I I was going to do me and Dave.
Oh, you were
I was-
to
I
two
was-
people.
Yeah, I was going to help you out. I was going to back you up there.
Right, okay, right. Corey, can you explain to Dave?
Yeah, sure. So it's you're bowling straight down the right hand or left hand side, depending on which handed you are,
I'm left-handed.
and you want to go, you want to throw it right down alongside the gutter, and it'll spin in. You're going in at an angle basically, rather than going straight on, and there's potential for missing all or none. If you hit one,
Dave, there's a guy trying to get a whisper out of your machine there.
It's okay, he has strike.
No,
He has strike.
he's putting his hand in the machine. You need to get that out.
you want rid of me? Is that what you're saying?
No, Dave, I'm just trying to say, there's a guy trying to stay whispers here, right?
Can you not read name tags? My name's not Dave.
Davey.
It's David. Can you not read?
That's how it's spelled, Dave.
David.
David with a D-A-V-E.
No.
Anyway,
That was fun.
So that's what our recent kind of adventures together have been. We've been bowling a lot. No,
I'm sorry. I was helping Dave out. He was looking a little upset after you insulted him.
we better go and get that guy for that whisper. That's 45p. He's not getting back.
Where can you buy a whisper for 45 pence?
We just came out of shop where I did buy a whisper gold, so that is a good 80p worth.
No way can you get a bar of chocolate for less than 50 pence.
Is that a challenge? Because I will take you to the new hospital. The new hospital down just by the Clyde. You can get a bag of crisps there for 40p. And I know because I've been in it a few times. But you can also pay by your phone for like a machine. What are they called? Confectionery machines. You can pay with Apple Pay at a confectionery machine.
I've done that, but do you not remember the days you used to be able to go to a vending machine?
Do you remember the days in school that we had a fingerprint scanner with our money on it?
We were on the pinnacle, the very edge of technology.
Why was that a thing?
Well,
The whole thing, because
I'll tell you exactly why. You remember we used to have swipe cards? You used to have to
Yeah.
pay with like a swipe card.
Yeah.
A, people kept forgetting them.
Uh-huh.
B, when people had them, they would take them up against a concrete wall and scrape them down till they had like a really rounded corner.
Uh-huh.
Remember like the old Mint credit cards? I think it was Mint.
Yeah.
They did them. They had that really long, rounded, curved edge.
Yeah.
People wanted to do that, and then they would also try and use them to like cut their friends' arms.
All right. Okay.
That makes it sound like our
My-
our high school was rough. It wasn't. There were just a few bad eggs in there.
Bad eggs.
All the bad eggs ruining it for everybody.
But I get told when I was going to high school that we had these cards that then turned into fingerprint scanners. It's really weird to me that
They
my
didn't
school,
turn into fingerprint
Well, they didn't.
scanners. It wasn't magic. They paid for it.
they installed new ones.
They
But
installed a system.
the reason I get told that was a thing was so that when you went to school, people wouldn't steal your money off of you. Now the flaw here is you have to take money into school to put it on your card.
Yeah, you still had to scan your finger, put the money in, and then
Yeah.
you still had to. Well, you could do it with a check. Could you not? Can you not go in like if you were doing like
Yeah,
paying
if
in
you had
10,
like 20 quid or something.
you had to
like
go
that.
into the office. That was the rich people who did that.
Yeah,
I think I did it once.
Mum's gave me 42 quid for this month. You do not know how many rolls and sausage I'm going to get.
Did you get that as well? It's like, just use this for the month.
Yeah.
And you're like, do you have any idea how much self-control that requires? They do potato scones here for lunch. I'm like, I think the most I ever had was 12 potato scones in one lunch. Nothing else though, because they didn't do chips. And I was like, I gotta get some potatoes in me.
I remember running down and trying to get in because you could get chicken tikka paninis.
I remember them.
Those were the stuff.
Back when I was heavier in high school, I had like sausage rolls I don't know if it's not exactly something you remember about someone, but I had sausage rolls for lunch.
Really quick, because that's all. That's the only thing that sticks in my head about you is how many sausage rolls you used to have.
I used to have like 4 or 5 a day
A
for
day?
lunch.
That's too many.
Do you remember I was a heavy boy?
And it was really weird because the sausage, when you bit into them, were chewy. I remember that you'd have like chewy bits.
Wait, are you talking about my ones specifically?
Yeah, your ones. No, just any
It's like
in general.
I ate them. I didn't give them out. I'm not a sharer.
I just remember whenever I bought one, like you bit into it and it was oddly chewy. There was bits in that just shouldn't have been there.
Well,
Like someone had
where
got a
were you
bouncy ball.
buying your
The
sausage
same
rolls?
place as you. There wasn't like an illicit sausage.
I wasn't buying them from
rolls.
school. I was bringing them in.
Are we
from
talking
home.
sausage rolls or rolls and sausage? Because they're two different things.
I was I was going to Asda and buying like a pack of 5.
Oh, you're talking about actual sausage rolls.
Actual sausage.
I'm
What did
talking
you
about-
think I was
I'm
talking about?
rolls and sausage.
Well, that's something completely different.
I'm aware of that, Corey. I'm aware of that.
Then why did you say
Because it's what I was thinking of, Corey. Okay, I was very excited.
what you say and what you think are two entirely different things,
Not if you're me.
JJ?
Not if you're me. Not at all.
Get it right, boy.
Anyway, so yeah, we went to the same school, all that. Got talking afterwards. We've been.
JJ, this introduction has gone on for 20 minutes.
I know, but it's just people getting to know us. They're going to listen to us a lot more. They might as well know where it came from.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you want, okay, keep
Yeah,
going.
that's fine.
What were you going to say?
So
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
we're going to have this podcast talking about just really anything that we want to speak about, aren't we? It's going to be about what we've done
That's the plan.
through the days, you know, and what we've been up to. I was so Corey's daytime job at the moment is,
I'm essentially unemployed.
but not really though, Corey, are you?
Well, I am and I'm not. I really hope this music's not
You're
copyrighted.
self-employed. It's a
I'm
whole-
self-employed, but it's fun to say you're unemployed.
yeah.
It's just for fun, and then you go, oh no, I'm freelance. I worked in television. I'm freelance. I work in TV sound. I've just this day come off working on Robot Wars.
Motherfucking Robot Wars.
Oh yeah, you nearly swore.
Yeah.
You nearly swore. We're going to try and not swear on the podcast.
Yeah, so that everyone can hear it.
It's
And
accessible for fans. Have we sworn already and like completely
I
been unaware?
really hope not. But the reason that I don't want to swear is I've got a little cousin called Josh.
Yeah, the
And-
one who keeps beating you at bowling and you keep paying him money for it.
He doesn't keep beating me, I keep letting him win. Anyway,
I think Facebook would disagree. You don't just give someone money.
I think you'll find. Stop!
JJ!
I turned it off. My what? Get back, bring that music back. I'm really enjoying it. You know
Wait,
what?
no,
You know what?
because
She can't give
there
me
you
anything
go,
to
because
do.
we're not using the laptop
Yeah,
now
she
because
can't
you
get
couldn't
me.
get it working, so we're
I'll,
using mine. I'm a little concerned that your girlfriend keeps phoning and you keep ignoring it.
No, I know exactly what it is. She's done running about town with her friend, and she wants to know where I am so we can both go home together.
Tell her to come up here. We don't have a third. We have a third mic. We can introduce her to the podcast. Tell her come here.
No.
Yasmin, I'm sorry for that.
Anyway, a reason for not swearing. A reason for not swearing is I've got a little cousin called Josh. Josh White. Hey, Josh.
Tell me about Josh.
Josh is a cool little guy. He's really entrepreneurial.
How young is he?
He's 12.
And
But he's
in what way is he entrepreneurial? That's a word that's really hard
it's really
to say.
difficult, isn't it? I had to think about that. He goes about photoshopping things for people in school and gets them to pay him money for it.
He's he's got a bright future ahead
But
of him.
not only that, he is.
Is it safe things that he's, or is
Yeah,
he
yeah,
like?
yeah. It's like putting like friends' faces onto the FIFA 16.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he does things like that. He's a clever wee guy. He's also learning to DJ at the moment. I'm teaching him to DJ, and he is
You're
very
going to be
good.
out of a job.
Yeah, no, he's very good at it. He's very good.
Don't say that. You boost his ego and he'll be like, I can do this job instead of JJ. I'll do it for half the price.
Oh no, we'll get into that's a whole thing. We'll get into another day about things like that at the moment. Anyway, no, he's a clever little guy, and I want him to be able to hear the podcast, and for me not to swear at him.
Do you not swear around him at all?
You
You swore a lot when I beat you at bowling.
That's because you're a grown man.
This music's not what it's supposed to be. I don't know why that happened.
I quite like that.
I didn't like that.
Okay,
It's gone.
it's gone. So yeah, you were working on Robot Wars recently.
I was working on
That's the stuff.
it's not exactly what I'm looking for. I've been trying to find on the subject of
this is the stuff. This is what I listen to in the house. I'm not kidding on this.
this is good stuff.
This is exactly what I listen to in the house.
But on Robot Wars, I was working on Robot Wars. Did I mention I was working on Robot Wars?
I don't think you did, mate.
I really enjoyed it, which was really fun. But basically, this music, when we come in every morning, I was on the floor, the studio floor.
No, surely not. I thought you'd be flying.
Less of that cheek. So I was on the studio floor. I wasn't in the, as I was about to say, I wasn't in the truck. I wasn't in the sound truck. That was just the sound supervisor and the grams operator, which is a grams operator is someone who plays in sound effects and cues and stings, and it's all very technical. It's the kind of thing I would like to get into, but need to get some
work
time
your-
shadowing. Yeah, work my way up. Need to get there. When we were loading in and setting up, testing the mics, making sure everyone was still there, working and all good, he would play in this kind of 1950s news interlude type music.
Okay.
And I really want to try and find something for
Like
that
it.
during this, because
Yeah.
it just sounded really good.
I'm loving this. This
But,
1950s jazz. This is-
I'm not there yet. By the end of the podcast, if it takes me 2.5 hours, like the same length of time it took us to set up for this,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get there, and we're gonna have a, even if it's like a 1950s news alert of us finishing the podcast,
That's
I'll be
fine.
happy.
That's okay. I'm a big fan of jazz. It's really weird. I really like jazz, and I can only name one jazz track. Right?
Is it Take 5?
No, it's called The Cat,
Okay.
and it is. I've got a playlist on Spotify.
Of that song over and over
of
and
just
over.
songs like that. Right,
Yeah.
so I found that, and then obviously it's like that weird world of YouTube where it'll be like related things, and you end up somehow watching a cat paint its own toenails.
9 hours of the B movie, but every time someone says the word B, the film speeds up. Then every time someone says the word B, it slows down again.
Is that a real thing?
Are you not aware of this? This the hottest meme taking the internet, the B movie, and then every time someone says B, the movie speeds up or slows down or cuts to another film, and every time they say another word in that film, it changes to something else. It's nightmare inducing, but it's all the rage.
I am
right now.
so into that.
All the kids are like, whew. Well, I say kids, it's more like people our age.
Yeah, we're kids somewhere.
No,
And in my head, I am 8 years old.
yeah, but we got jobs and stuff, man.
I can't call what I do a job at all.
I feel like saying, I don't know. I mean, sometimes what I do can be high pressure, but we're all mentally just young, even in the job, because you've got to be able to enjoy yourself. My job was watching robots fight each other for the last week.
And you've not mentioned that. How was it?
It was amazing. It was truly amazing. I got to work with freaking Darryl O'Brien, the guy that changed my perception of comedy when I was a teenager for a brief week.
I like my favourite thing about Darryl O'Brien is his vampire teeth.
Yeah.
He's got really weird vampire teeth, but I like them.
He changed the way I looked at comedy as a wee guy, or as a slightly younger fellow. I don't know, because I never saw observational comedy as a thing until he came up, and then he just his approach to it and his the rhythm of his speech.
It's the Irish accent helps so much, I think.
Yeah. But so getting to work alongside him and getting a photo with him and working with him, it was amazing. And I also got to work with your crush.
Oh.
Were you not wanting me to approach that one?
No, that's fine.
The elephant in the room.
No, I've told my girlfriend. Yes, I've told her that.
Well, I was with both of you when I told you about her, and you were like, "Oh yeah,
yeah, I'd happily.
She's
trade her in.
nice.
I've told her that. I'd trade her in. I'd throw in like an old iPod Nano.
Here's my girlfriend and an iPod Nano.
It has Dragostide and Tay, the video.
How old is this iPod? Wait. In video? So
Yeah,
it was an
actually-
iPod. Do you remember how bad an idea was the iPod video? It was a horizontal screen on a vertical device.
Uh-huh.
It was like It was like a third the size of the device itself. It was
just terrible.
But now that I've just realised. Well, just to interject, I'm realising now I'm sitting on the YouTube app on my phone,
Which is the exact same.
I'm looking at it and it's exactly the same as the old iPod used to be. A horizontal video on a vertical device.
But you turn that phone sideways, a whole different kettle of cats.
Yeah, but I was just criticising the iPod for being that, and I'm currently doing...
Yeah, but we're only using the sound. I mean, no, we're playing this live. I'm really good at playing 50s jazz. I'm not. I'm
You know,
really
why
bad.
Why did you say that? That's a lie. You're a
I can be
liar.
amazed. I do have a trumpet now. Actually, I got bought a
Do you
trumpet.
intend on learning to play the trumpet professionally?
I can play the scale of C
That's more than I can do.
badly. I can do it.
Oh no, that was my fault. I forgot that the YouTube app
Doesn't-
only plays.
Unless you pay for it.
No,
Yeah. You can pay for the YouTube app.
no. YouTube Reb's not available in the UK yet.
Oh.
It was briefly available as part of Google Play Music All Access, and then they took it away
Why?
because they rebranded YouTube Red into what it is today,
Okay.
and it's now currently only available in the US. It will be coming to the UK. It's been out for over a year, I think, in the US, but we're still not there.
Okay.
I don't understand why. It's just a feature set.
Going miles back, right? I have a playlist.
I think we skipped ahead.
Yeah, I've got a playlist called Sassy Jazz. right? And if you get that music back up,
I was about to send a text, but that person can wait.
okay, well,
We're back.
We're doing something.
We're back in the room.
I've got a playlist called Sassy Jazz, and it's got a song called "The Cat" on it, and it's my alarm in the morning. This whole playlist, and it is phenomenal. Like, if you want to feel like Austin Powers going for a shower every day, that is what to do.
I haven't watched Austin Powers in a long time. Is it like?
Man, it just makes you feel good.
I get that.
We'll put a link to the song "The Cat"
Cool.
in the description, and you can hear it, and just judge it by yourself, you know. But personally, a little bit of jazz in the morning, going for a shower, you will be the happiest man on the planet.
Have you watched any H3 on YouTube?
No.
His theme song, a remix of his theme song, is my alarm because it just puts me in a good mood. Makes me happy.
What's your favorite song?
I don't have one.
What do you mean you don't have one?
It changes.
Okay.
Depending on what my flavour of music is that week.
You don't taste music. I suppose you've got a taste in music.
You got there. So that's kind of, excuse that sound. That was me. I'll chop that out. I'll chop this whole bit out. In fact,
Don't do that.
no, we're making a thing of it. So
Yeah.
now I can't avoid
you
it.
can't do it now. I've done it.
That was me stopping recording on a camera because I don't like the word for it. The word vlogging. I don't like the word. It doesn't sound natural to me.
What would your preferred word be?
I don't know. I would rather say video blogging because it's just easier. It's not easier, but it just sounds less, not even cringy, but it's just
Less horrible. It is a horrible
it's
word.
a nasty word. It's not a horrible. It's just not nice to say.
It's a really bad abbreviation.
Yeah, vlogging. On that note, who'd I meet yesterday?
I shouldn't. I'm trying to say something that goes ASDF, but I've got nothing.
Stuff.
I shouldn't.
I shouldn't. Don't freaking say it.
Yeah.
Because have we addressed this? We're not trying to swear.
Yeah.
Have we done well so far?
Yeah, I think that we've not sworn so far.
Good.
Yep. So tell people who you met.
I met Tom Sky yesterday.
Tom Sky.
He walked past me, coming out of the audience to go into the. Well, we just finished recording, and he walked past, and it took me a second. I looked at him, and then looked away because I had to sort out mics, and then it took me a second. I kind of double take, looked around again, and I was like, "Is that?" I think that's Tom's. But by that point, he was gone. So then I went into the catering tent to go get some lunch. I turned around to my left, and he's freaking in the catering tent, which is only for crew.
Yeah.
So part of me was like,
Why are you here?
yeah, I just looked and I was like, what? And then he came over to me. He was like, I'm allowed to, it's okay. I'm allowed to be here. I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't concerned that you weren't here. Like you were here when you shouldn't be. It was just that I thought I recognized you. And he was like, okay. I was like, yeah, it's fine. I do recognize you. Go and sit down and eat your lunch. I don't want to keep you. It was an awkward encounter.
Yeah.
Of all kind. And then he went, I spoke to him briefly afterwards. He went and sat down in the audience again for the second half. And then on the way out, I just said, Tom, obviously I had to ask him for a picture because I could not.
That's something I cannot do. I can't ask like famous people for photos.
I only do it if I don't want to inconvenience them. Tom was coming out and we'd had an encounter and I just on the way out, he wasn't in a rush. He actually wasn't leaving either. He was going out to just get a breath of fresh air.
Right, okay.
Because we'd had a pause in recording.
Yeah.
And I just said, Tom, just before you go, you kind of just, would it be okay if I got a picture? And he was like, yeah, man, that's cool. Very nice man. Very nice man. And
if people don't know, Tom did the ASDF movies.
ASDF, he's got 4 million subscribers on YouTube. He's very funny. And he's got a nice,
Give me some ASDF quotes.
No.
Hello, my turtle. Nothing? You're going to give me nothing? Yeah. Okay, so if you haven't seen them, go and look at the ASDF movies. They are basically a collection of clips put together. They are all, each as weird as the next and the last. And
There's something on your face.
It was pain.
It was pain. Hey, go,
They
go.
will
You
stick
happy?
in your head. Like if
They're
you've
very-
never seen them, go watch them. They seem really silly, but you will watch them again and you will suddenly ask yourself how a bear got on the moon. Yes, they're a good little collection of clips that came out. How long ago were they out?
Sorry, I've just found out one of the people I follow on YouTube's pregnant, and I was like, oh, that's well done, congratulations, that's really nice. How long? They've been going for years. He's kind of at a rate of came out of the YouTube app again, and the jazz music's gone.
Yeah,
We need to get a better system for this.
I know that's what the laptop was for.
The laptop that wasn't working. Do you want to open it up?
Yeah, we can just put it on YouTube. But then if
You get another phone call.
my word phones, mate,
I'm
yeah.
gonna kick your ass.
Right. So should
Is
we
that swearing?
I don't think so, because technically that is a donkey.
Technically, that is a donkey podcast with Corey and JJ.
That's a great name.
What was the name? We had settled on a name, and then we settled on 3 names.
Yeah, it was like
2 guys talking, but that's
Two guys-
that's
someone-
too unoriginal.
the Try Not to Swear podcast.
Try not to swear. We're gonna lapse at some point,
Yeah.
so we can't do
I
that.
swear far too much, as it is.
And what was the other one? Shall we begin?
Shall we begin? There's another one.
I quite like Shall we begin?
I like technically it's a donkey.
Or maybe it's just called technically, but said like that. I don't know how you spell tone of voice, but technically,
Italics.
technically,
Uh-huh.
it's a donkey.
Yeah.
But every week, it's technically, and then technically is the title of the podcast, and then episode titles.
Yeah, so it's technically parentheses. That's a good word. And then whatever it is.
Technically, this is the pilot.
Yeah. Technically it's a donkey.
Technically, it's a donkey.
Yeah.
You're not taking part in the technically.
Technically. Can I do it like an old man that's just really annoyed that we've done this like 40 times?
We haven't done it 45 times. Why would you want to be annoyed about it?
Technically. Well, I've done it 12 times.
Technically. That wasn't an old man.
No.
That was just, I don't know what that was.
Right, son. Technically.
Oh, no, listen here. Now,
Is he a drunk man?
maybe he is. Maybe he's, I don't know.
Okay.
What are you opening the laptop for, JJ?
I thought you wanted me to go on YouTube.
Can you mute the phone calls? Because if you can't, we're not doing it.
I don't really think so. No, my bud likes me
Yep.
too much. He'll phone me again. Okay. Right.
I've got my
So-
laptop, but it's over the other end of the room.
Oh, that's a distance. I can't be bothered with that.
I would need to leave and you'd need to fly solo. For
I can do that. I'm good at talking at people that aren't here.
I don't know. I think we'll survive because
We'll survive the phone.
we're like over half an hour in here.
Yeah.
We'll live.
Now, let's talk about Robot Wars. I was lucky enough to come and see Robot Wars, although I nearly didn't get a seat.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so here's what happened. Corey here turns around and he goes, I'm working in Robot Wars. I'm like, all right, cool then. Can I get a ticket? And he's like, I don't really know how to do that.
No, I didn't get to. No, crew didn't get to be like, yeah, anyone can come. Bring your friends.
That's usually not how things work. So he was like, here's a website that you can get tickets from it. And I was like, cool. So I applied.
Which was an advertised link on Facebook. Like,
Seriously?
I didn't have to do any search, and it popped up for me.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
I thought you'd went out your way. Well, that's fine.
Well, I
Any-
could have not sent it. Like, I could have just said search Facebook
True.
because I'm not going to do it for you.
Anywho, I applied for tickets on the Monday and the Tuesday, and I get both sets. Now, what I hear is that the tickets on the Tuesday, dun dun dun, is a celebrity special.
No.
It wasn't. It wasn't at all. Anyway, the Monday comes and I sleep in. Just out and out sleep in by like a good 8 hours. So didn't go on the Monday. Did not go. But the Tuesday, my girlfriend and I went. And we were so early and we made sure that we were on time and everything. I knew the place to go and all that. And we turned up and it was this big warehouse and it was so cool. Like everything was all there. And we go in and one of my friends, Rebecca, she was there selling the Robot Wars jumpers. And we go in and talking away to her. There's a queue for like 15 minutes for food. blah, blah, blah. We get our food. Suddenly there's like this air raid siren. Siren.
You want to try that one again?
Yeah,
Take two.
sorry.
And action. No, wait. Take two. Action.
Air raid siren.
Nailed it.
And this guy comes over a megaphone and he's like, hey, if you haven't got your tickets yet. Can you translate for people that aren't in Scotland?
I was there.
Yeah.
That's not how he sounded.
Wait, listen, right, this is my story.
Are you embellishing the truth?
You are going to translate for people that aren't in Scotland here, right?
Why me?
Because I'm the one telling the stories.
But I'm not going to talk over you.
There's going to be a gap.
A gap that you could speak in.
No. Here, if you haven't got your tickets.
Hello. If you, the audience, have not acquired seating so far. Oh, no. Have not acquired tickets for seating so far.
Come and get them anew.
Come and acquire them presently.
And I was like, okay, cool, I will.
But you were much less chill about it when I saw you because you were like, I've been here for an hour and nobody said until now, come and get your ticket.
Yeah, because you had the little thing in your phone. Anyway, so I go down and I go up to the guy and I'm like, yo, here's my little email. Can I get my wristbands, please? And he's like, we can't guarantee your seating anymore. Dun, dun, dun. And I was like, yo, why? It's like, because you didn't get here by 1:30. I had been there since 11:45. No one had said anything. And I turned around and I told him this. And at that point, he went, no, we've been telling people this all day. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. Anyway, we get these wristbands that were number 379 and 380. And wristbands from 1 to 100 get called up. And then 101 to 151. 150 and then 51 all the way up. And it finally gets to near us and it goes, can we get wristband numbers 300 to 370? So there was 9 people left.
The tension was on.
10 people. And we were just sitting there going, oh no, we're never getting a seat. But we did get called in, and we get called in. And before all this, we had been told by so many people that it was going to be freezing inside this big warehouse. And it wasn't.
JJ, I'm going to stop. I'm going to hold up a sec. Hold the phone.
Corey did come out and give us hand warmers, okay, which we didn't even use. I've got them sitting beside my bed.
Not the point. Can I say something?
I am going to drink some Iron Brew and listen to you.
The reason I said it's cold here. Do you know why I said that, JJ? Do you know why I said that, JJ?
Why?
Because it was -3 that day when I get in. It was -3 degrees indoors in an airplane hangar where Robot Wars was filmed. -3. Let me finish. -3 degrees. I was wearing 4-5 layers. I was wearing long johns. Funny word. Thermals. Like thermal long johns and a thermal t-shirt, and then a t-shirt, and then another t-shirt, and then a jacket, and then a denim jacket. I was still cold, JJ.
He was looking pretty fat that day, I must
admit. Hey! I was looking good.
Now, where Robot Wars is filmed, if you've ever seen Robot Wars, which I imagine...
Only the new season.
Yeah. There is flames that come out of the arena. Flames.
Not all the time.
Not all the time, but they do heat the place up. We were really warm. We were very warm. We took our jackets off. Yeah.
That must have been nice.
I didn't take my jacket off on mine.
JJ, I've worn leggings for the last week.
Right. Well, that's
and
not
then I
work.
went, and then I went to Robot Wars. I've see today I'm wearing a t-shirt and a light sort of jacket thing. I'm in bliss. This is the lightest I've felt in a long time.
We are currently in my studio. And
are we?
Yeah, in Glasgow City Centre.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the address? You want to give that out as well?
The studio place.
Don't do it.
The place of the studio. If you want to, you can send it to P.O. Box studio at studio.com.
At Street Lane.
/ Can I, was that your phone I can hear?
I really doubt it. I very highly doubt it.
Anywho, what have you got planned tonight? Have you got anything planned for the rest of the week? Anything exciting going on?
JJ, we've been over this. I'm the busiest man in the world.
Yeah.
I'm the hardest man to make plans with.
Yeah.
Ironically, for the next couple of weeks, I'm not doing much.
Yeah. He isn't. That's why we're doing this.
Being freelance.
Now, what I was going to say is, I think.
I want to take just a beat to apologise for the creaky chairs.
Yeah.
They're
I was
annoying
thinking
me. I don't know how much they're annoying everyone else.
I can also hear my lips move. Not like.
And this is with the software compressor.
Yeah. So we'll figure that out for the next one.
I kind of like. This is okay because it reasonably limits our dynamic range for all the technical people out there. But you need one like
next
this.
time we'll record through Ableton.
No,
And we'll have
we've got
a compressor
JJ.
and a de-esser.
We've got infrastructure now. We're here.
Yeah, but we fixed it. I did.
Have we? Because we're still using the other thing.
Yeah, I did tell you it was fixed. We tried to record in through my laptop before.
How'd that go?
Not very well because I hadn't installed the drivers for my new updated system. It took me a long time. And the moment
Why is that, JJ? Is that because you're using an Apple Mac laptop?
Because I'm using an Apple Mac laptop.
Oh dear, I'm sorry. To hear
Anyway,
that.
what I was going to say is, do you think maybe next time, do you want to bring a guest in?
Who?
I don't know.
Okay, I think I like the idea of guests. I actually invited one here today, but you said no. I'm not bringing my girlfriend in. Thanks.
I think all she would talk about is Disney.
JJ, have you met me, buddy? Have we hung out before?
No.
There's the fault. Have you met me recently? I'm going to ask you again. You're going to say, yeah, buddy. Is that you getting another phone call? I'm gonna leap over this table and kick your ass.
No, it's my phone telling me I've got a new like on my like page.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Was that 2?
1.
He's the first.
Yeah.
You're not even the first person to like your own page.
No. Yeah.
It's the first.
But yeah, I think we should get guests in. Interesting people.
Maybe not next week. Let's maybe hit where how often do we want to do this?
Ideally, we do it weekly. Now I know you're a very busy person. I only work at night times.
I work when I work. It
Yeah.
changes. Let me pull up my calendar, and we'll see. I'm free tomorrow, for a change. Oh no, I'm not. Sorry, that's a lie. I'm not free tomorrow.
I am DJing at Christmas lunch tomorrow.
I'm free on Sunday during the day.
I am not. I'm DJing at Christmas lunch.
Is the remainder of this podcast going to be me going through my schedule?
I hope not. I'm DJing at Christmas lunches on tomorrow and Sunday in the Corinthian. And
That's right. We need to go bowling again.
Yeah,
we need
do.
to try and get one in before the end of the year.
Well, now my girlfriend Yaz, she now works at Hollywood Bowl where we go bowling.
Congratulations, Jazz.
Yeah, congrats.
We're actually all very proud of you, and we're all going to take hella advantage of the fact that you get free bowling.
Yeah. Well, she gets 4 a month, 4 free games a month.
We can do that in a day.
Yeah, we can do
4 free games, so 1 a week.
Yeah, which is all right.
JJ, we've done more than that in a night.
No, we haven't. We've done 4 in a night. It's the most we've done.
That's what I just said. So, well, okay. We could do. The last time we went, we asked, how much would it, can you ask find out the answer to this question? How much would it cost to just book an alley for a day?
I really want, I'd like to know that.
Let's work it out. Let's do the maths on this.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up my calendar.
How
here.
much is it per game?
Not my calendar, my calculator. How much
So I think it's £8 a game
per person or all in?
per person. Yeah.
So, for 2 of us, let's just say it was you and I having a practice day.
Practice day.
So 16, and that's £16 a game. How many did we go through? Say you're getting, I would say about 45 minutes a game.
Oh, not if there's 2 of you, no.
Oh no, we're quicker than that.
Yeah,
we did like 2 games
in
in
15 minutes.
Oh, this is going to be expensive.
Yeah, it's going to be pricey. I'll ask anyway. Yeah.
Find out, because
She had her first day at work the other day, and the second day she was supposed to go in, she had a bad reaction to medication.
That's a
she was
shame.
taking, and she took medication for the first time, and
Is she okay?
yeah, she's fine now.
A, from the medication, and B, from the reason she's taking the
Yeah,
medication.
she's all good. That she when girls get unwell, they get very cuddly, and
Okay.
Yeah,
I've never met a girl before. I don't.
I've only met this one. But yeah, she gets very cuddly, and so last night I had to sleep on the couch with her whilst we watched.
Do you not own a bed?
Yeah, I do.
I know you've just moved in a new flat, but I assume one of the first things you bought was a bed.
No, we didn't have to buy anything. It was all there.
I remember this conversation. I completely forgot.
Yeah, literally down to toothpaste. Everything was in that flat. I'm not joking. What? There was nice. There was down to hot chocolate. There was hot chocolate in the place. But there was also a lot of things in the wall, like girl things, like live, laugh, love, and things like that.
Oh,
Which we like. As nice as all that is,
it's decorative.
Yeah. We took down.
We spoke about this earlier. How many Christmas decorations have you got?
Right, here's the thing.
We're recording on the 8th of December, which I would deem a reasonable time to start setting up Christmas decorations.
Not at all. No.
Look, I'm of the opinion you can start it early and finish it early, like have them down on the 5th of January or so.
12
These people that have them up in November
after.
can go a special place where only people who decorate their house in November.
I honestly seen Christmas decorations in Halloween this year.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
I feel physically sick.
Yeah.
But I don't think. I think about now, the 8th, between about now, because it's a nice look. But JJ, how many? I don't have Christmas decorations up yet because I've been a bit busy. How you doing?
Right. Here's the thing. I don't like Christmas. I just don't like it. Usually.
Stop talking. I want to sit in silence for a sec.
Right.
No, that's not silence.
That's enough silence.
It's not enough silence.
Silent
JJ, I just want people to take in what you just said. You don't like Christmas.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Why?
Well, here's the thing, right?
Are you really void of happiness?
I am a happy man.
Are you sure? Because you hate Christmas.
Right.
It's the happiest time of year.
Here's the thing, right?
Are you gonna go to Disney, the happiest place on earth, and come out saying, "I'm sad"? Is that you gonna?
I'm never going to go to Disneyland.
What about Disneyland Paris? What about Disneyland Hong
like-
Kong? What about Disney World in Florida?
No.
You're never going to go to Disney. I'm going to take you myself.
I don't think I'd fit in the suitcase.
I was going to buy you an airplane ticket, but
I don't think I'd go willingly.
are you going to go to Disneyland and come out the unhappy? Just going to come out and go, I wasn't impressed.
Game on. I'll do it. I can do that.
Don't do that. Because
No.
I love Disneyland. I love the parks.
Anyway, right. So Christmas. Half my family live in Melbourne, right? So I don't see them. Before that,
Do they like you that little that they just had to move halfway across the world to get away from you?
Yeah, they
Nice.
were like, you know what, man, I can't deal with you anymore. See you later.
Nice.
Yeah. So like, I don't do Christmas. Usually, I go to sleep. I come in because usually I'm working Christmas Eve, and I come in and I go to sleep, and I wake up at maybe 9 at night on Christmas Day. Now I live with my girlfriend, so that's not an option anymore. And what she started to do
Does she like Christmas?
Well, she loves Christmas. She's like the happiest person ever. She loves like so she started sneaking in. There's a unicorn. There's a unicorn in my bathroom.
Unicorns aren't Christmassy.
No, but they're happy. There's a unicorn in my bathroom. I'm not kidding on. There's a Wait, no, it's a mermaid. There's a mermaid in my bathroom. There's a unicorn in my bedroom. I think they're Christmas decorations.
Is that hang on. Mm-hmm. There, people can also have rabbits in their bedroom. Is that the same?
No.
Is that the same thing?
That's
Is that a special name?
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. That's
Are we going to have to talk about this after? Do you need help?
No. There's a unicorn in my bedroom. Like, it's an actual unicorn. I think it's a Christmas.
Wait, it's a real life unicorn?
No, not a real one. I think it's a Christmas decoration that she snuck in.
The unicorn.
The Christmas unicorn. Because it's got like a ribbon around it as if to hang it up on a tree. But there's also a mermaid in my bathroom with the exact same thing. So what I've noticed is I moved in about 2 weeks ago to my new place, and what she started to do is she removed like the live, laugh, love things off the wall and put them in a cupboard.
They can go away.
Then she started to put up like Disney, like the Disney castle is now in my bedroom. I don't know how that happened.
You've got a big bedroom to fit that in.
Yeah,
there.
a picture of the Disney castle. And
that's not what you said.
That's Cinderella. I think that's Cinderella's in my bedroom. Not Cinderella the person. It's a picture of Cinderella before you go down.
How'd you fit the castle and Cinderella in the bedroom?
There's always a way, son.
Is your bedroom the TARDIS?
Oh man, don't. Oh, I've got the same desk in my house, and I was going to point to my TARDIS, which is usually there.
That must have been a strange experience looking up at the desk and realizing you were in the entirely other
Just
room.
the wrong place. But yeah, in my kitchen there's a picture of the Disney castle. But she started to sneak in Christmas things.
Like the Christmas unicorn.
Like the Christmas unicorn and the Christmas mermaid. I'm convinced that they are like. I bet you that when I'm not letting her.
You're going to go home tonight and there's going to be like the Christmas hedgehog in there.
Yeah. I found this armadillo.
The holiday armadillo.
Well, I seen that. Robbie Robbie?
Yeah, I know Robbie.
Right, okay, so I got a friend called
Heard of
Robbie,
him.
and he's got a girlfriend called Haley, and she's put on top of their Christmas tree a Christmas flamingo.
No.
Yeah, it's got a hat.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You can't have
A
that.
Christmas flamingo. I don't know. Anyway, so I said to Yaz, 13th of December is 12 days before Christmas. That's when your things are meant to go up. I guarantee you that when she gets the Christmas tree, the Christmas unicorn, the Christmas mermaid are going to end up in the Christmas tree. I know that for a fact.
What's up with that?
Because then it proves that she's been sneaking in Christmas things.
And what's wrong with having Christmas decorations?
I just
JJ?
don't like them, man.
You're not going to have a tree?
I'm going to have a tree, but only because she's making me.
Are you going to have any other decorations? You're going to decorate the outside of your house?
Am I hell? I can't afford the electricity on that stuff.
Put them on for like a minute every day.
They flash on and off. It
There you go.
flashes on for 1 second, and the rest of the day
Merry
it's off.
Christmas! Screw you all.
I just don't like Christmas. I'm not a fan. Do you know what I'm a fan of? Presents.
Oh, I see how this works. You want all the fun of Christmas without the fun of Christmas.
I am very awkward around people that I'm meant to be nice around. Like family members and things like that.
I got to be nice around you. I hate this.
Yeah, I've got I can't tell you. Like not.
This chair is annoying me.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm gonna. Let me say.
Oh, that's worse.
Okay. No,
but
well-
like I there's like
Okay, that
I
limits-
get to a level of drunk at Christmas where I'm going to start telling you weird things that have happened to me like in the last year, and I'm like, nah, you're my gran, I can't do that. My gran doesn't need to know these things.
Like,
You know, yeah, I get-
give me an example.
I get like weirdly honest when I get drunk, like overly so. And this is going to be the first Christmas with my girlfriend's parents, right? So I don't want them.
I'm gonna go get that sound effect back up. Hold on, I got a sound effect for just this moment. Just you give me a hot second.
How long is that?
Edit point. Just you hold.
I'm holding.
That didn't have the effect. That didn't have the. Oh crap! That didn't have the desired effect. Can you say that again? This
So-
is the first Christmas. Go.
So this is going to be the first Christmas with my girlfriend's parents. The thing is, though, I actually like them. They're nice. They're really nice people. They are. They're really nice people, and I'm really worried that I'm going to get drunk and start telling them things that I've done. Like for example, right? If you look at my shoe, my right shoe.
Everyone, let's look at JJ's
right,
shoe.
everyone can. What's wrong with my right shoelace compared to my left shoelace?
It's not. It's not really attached to the shoe very well. It's going through like two loops.
Yeah.
Of the shoe as opposed to the other one, which is
I
through all
had
of
to
them.
cut myself out of a pair of shoes the other day.
How old are you, JJ? 25.
Yes.
You can't tie your own shoelaces.
This isn't even the first. I looked at Time Hop the other day and it happened the exact same day 4 years previous.
You can't tie your own shoelaces.
No, the problem is I tie it too well and I can't get out of it.
You're too good at that. That's the most bizarre brag ever.
No, like I tie it too tight and I try to get out and like the knot just doesn't come out. So I have to get a pair of scissors to my shoes and cut my laces off. Now I can't. Now, obviously, if my girlfriend's parents are now going to listen to this, they're going to know that she goes out with an absolute idiot. That's no surprise.
A revelation.
Yeah, it's just an observation.
JJ's too good at tying his own shoelaces.
On the
Okay.
note of tying a knot,
On the note of tying a knot, how long were we intending to run? Was I supposed to be keeping time on this
yeah, let's
podcast?
tie this up.
Okay, because we've been doing this for an hour.
Yeah.
And have we touched on anything?
No, not at all.
We have succeeded in our mission.
Yes.
The pilot was... edit point. We succeeded in our mission of what I think was not swearing.
Level up.
We succeeded in talking about nothing and a bit of everything and everything. Anything and everything. I fucked it up. Oh,
I wasn't the first one to swear. That is a genuine shock.
and on that note,
It's time to say goodbye.
do we wrap this up?
Yeah.
I think that was a nice point.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully
We're going to high five each other.
we're going to say goodbye. I think let's try and aim for one a week.
Yeah. We'll hopefully see you next week.
There could be no harm in filming two at once. Space Now.
Yeah.
We'll have this discussion in like 8 seconds when we stop recording.
Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.
Bye bye. That was too abrupt.